a lot of customers say it really makes them think differently, or additive makes them think differently about certain aspects of their production or design. Is that something you've found?
Yeah, for sure. So as we've got more confident with the technology, and there's now a solid group of engineers who are used to being able to produce these parts a lot quicker, um, and then now they know it's also a viable method for actually attempting new designs and getting stuff out onto the shop floor. It's getting more and more use as a development tool, and the way that we're thinking differently now is that, okay, we can actually iterate these designs a few times. So if you've got an idea, you can even try it at a really basic level, just because you can print it so quickly and try it the next day. So that speed of design has really increased. And also, we've been looking at ways that we can start combining tooling in together. So whereas before we might have had a lot of different work holdings that were all separate from each other, now we're looking more and more into ways that we can have single work holdings with interchangeable parts that just hold on to the part. And that's obviously a lot leaner than the ways that we were doing that before. So it really has helped us to work a lot leaner in that. And the other great thing is that because there's such a low barrier to entry to try an idea out on the machines, or to kick off a new additive project, people are a lot more willing to come forward and say, I just want to try something. That's the kind of the main thing that differently is the low barrier to entry has meant that a lot more is getting tried, a lot more is getting developed a lot quicker, and people are starting to think differently about how those things are designed.
Yeah, and that's amazing, isn't it? That I think that simplification of of those jigs, and we see it a lot more now. Taking taking something that has a lot of parts and simplifying it down to interchangeable sections. Having a centralized block and adding things on. I don't know, it's something that you've done a lot, and it's amazing to see so many people within your company coming to you and suddenly seeing it elsewhere on the shop floor and thinking, we'll have a go at that, and can you try this? And I think that brings us on nicely to the next bit I'd like to talk about. And it was amazing when I came around and you were showing me some of the applications, but